Detective Elena Voss lived in a world of certainty. Facts were her gospel, evidence her religion. Conspiracy theories held no allure for her sharp mind. She had seen it all in her years on the force. Murder, theft, betrayal. Human nature was the real conspiracy. Eleanor trusted what she could touch, what she could analyze. The abstract and the unproven were distractions, noise in the system. She craved the clarity of a solved case, the satisfaction of restoring order to chaos. Little did she know a storm was brewing, one that would challenge everything she thought she knew. Elena's phone buzzed. A new case, a missing person, routine, ordinary. Or so she thought. This case would be her descent into a hidden world. A world where truth was a whisper and shadows held the real power. Edwin Globalist was a name synonymous with progress. His company, Globalist Industries, pioneered technological advancements. From renewable energy to breakthroughs in medicine, Globalist was changing the world. His latest endeavor, the Genesis Project, promised something even more ambitious, colonizing Mars. The Genesis Project captured the world's imagination. It was a beacon of hope, a bold step into the future. Globalist envisioned a self-sustaining colony on Mars, a new home for humanity amidst the stars. Selection for the program was rigorous, a global lottery system. Millions applied, a lucky few were chosen. The missing person case landed on Elena's desk like any other. Dr. Lisa Tan, a brilliant astrophysicist, had vanished. Her disappearance, just days before the Genesis launch, was unsettling. Eleanor's instincts, honed by years of experience, whispered that something was wrong. Dr. Tan had been working on the Genesis Project, a minor cog in Globalist's grand machine. Elena delved into the case, reviewing Dr. Tan's notes, her research. A pattern emerged, a series of inconsistencies in the project's data. The numbers didn't add up. The science seemed off. Elena dug deeper, her skepticism blooming into full-blown suspicion. Was it possible that Globalist, the savior of humanity, was hiding something sinister? A coded message sent from Dr. Tan's account led Elena to a secluded cafe. Her contact, shrouded in shadows, slid her a data chip. The information it contained was explosive. The Genesis Project was a lie, a carefully constructed facade. The ships weren't going to Mars. They were designed for something far more sinister. The selection process, the lottery, it was all rigged. Only a select few, the global elite, were chosen. Those left behind, the masses, faced a grim fate. Elena's blood ran cold. This wasn't just a missing person case. This was a conspiracy on a global scale. Section 5. The Mars Deception, a one-way ticket to oblivion. The data revealed the horrifying truth. The ships weren't designed for colonization, but for escape. Earth, according to Globalist calculations, was doomed. An extinction-level event was on the horizon, a secret he kept hidden from the world. The Genesis Project wasn't about saving humanity. It was about preserving a select few, the privileged elite, while leaving the rest to perish. The ships were a one-way ticket, a gilded cage hurtling into the void. Eleanor's mind reeled. The scale of the deception, the sheer audacity of it was staggering. Globalist, once hailed as a savior, was now revealed as a false prophet, a shepherd leading his flock to slaughter. Section 6. Echoes of the Past, Humanity's Forgotten Cycles. As Eleanor dug deeper, she unearthed disturbing connections. Ancient texts, long dismissed as mythology, spoke of similar events, cycles of destruction and rebirth, orchestrated by unseen hands. Humanity's history, she realized, was a tapestry woven with lies. Secret societies, whispered to exist in the shadows, had manipulated events throughout history, guiding civilizations, shaping destinies, always remaining hidden from view. The Genesis Project was merely the latest iteration of their grand plan. Elena began to question everything. Was free will an illusion, a cruel joke? Were we all pawns in a game played by forces beyond our comprehension? Section 7. The Masterminds Unveiling the Faces of Control. The faces staring back at her from the files sent chills down her spine. World leaders, captains of industry, cultural icons, the puppet masters behind the world stage. They were the architects of the Genesis Project, the guardians of the secret. Their motives remained shrouded in mystery. Were they driven by fear, by a desire for self-preservation, or did they genuinely believe they were acting for the greater good, sacrificing the many to save the few? Elena knew one thing for sure. They would stop at nothing to protect their secret. She had stumbled upon a truth too dangerous to ignore, and now her life was in grave danger. Section 8. Elena's Dilemma, the Weight of Truth. The weight of the truth pressed down on Elena. She could expose the conspiracy, reveal the truth to the world, but at what cost? Her actions could trigger global panic, chaos on an unimaginable scale, or she could remain silent, protect herself, and allow the Genesis Project to proceed. Millions would be left to their fate, but perhaps that was a mercy compared to the alternative. Elena wrestled with her conscience. Was ignorance bliss? Or did humanity deserve to know the truth, even if it shattered their world? Section 9. A Race Against Time. Can one person make a difference? Time was running out. The Genesis launch was imminent. Elena had to make a choice. Could she trust anyone with the truth? Could she fight a conspiracy so deeply entrenched, so powerful? Doubt gnawed at her. She was just one person, up against a force that had manipulated history for centuries. But the faces of those left behind, the millions condemned to die, fueled her resolve. Elena had a choice: remain silent or risk everything to expose the truth. Her decision would determine the fate of humanity. The clock was ticking.